kind of being proud of the effort and the energy, and then nonetheless feeling the sting of the loss at the end.
Yeah, I'm proud of the group for their level of fight and resiliency, particularly not getting off to a great start there in the second half. Our transition defense was pretty bad from the first 6 minutes on. And then, fighting back and taking the lead. There's a lot we could have done better, but the group competed tonight and gave ourselves a chance to win.
You said you're not sure exactly when you'll start to get bodies back, but the spirit, can you carry that out of this game as now you start to add a few guys back in and try to reclaim the not necessarily the winning streak you were on, but just that level of play again? Yeah,
the spirit was great. I think it's been that and will continue to be that. And I think it was a good opportunity for a number of guys to play bigger minutes, and Shake in particular, Christian defensively in the second half was awesome. So happy for those guys that they played well.
JJ, people who've been around Austin, like yourself, like us, know his level of competitiveness, but what did you kind of make of his performance and his toughness tonight?
Yeah, I certainly asked a lot of him on the second night of a back-to-back, not just the 40 minutes, but just the vast majority of playmaking duties. And I thought he did an outstanding job. And again, I hate to keep using the word organization, but when we were very intentional and organized about what we were doing, I thought we created some fantastic offense.
When you brought Jordan Goodwin back from this team on a two-way after he was with you in training camp, did you have a sense he could be this player for you?
Yeah.
What gave you that sense? Because there's been a handful of performances.
I don't know the exact date he joined our preseason gym, but what would have happened sooner had he not hurt his hamstring. The coaching staff was all fighting for him.
How's Dalton after the fall?
His back and head apparently are okay. I guess he cramped on takeoff.
Koloko, I think, ends up being like plus 13. It just seemed like he made a difference defensively around the rim. Hasn't played a lot lately, but what did you make of him hanging in there tonight in a tough matchup? And does that give you any confidence as you move forward here?
Yeah, it does. I think, again, Goody, Christian, Trey, we've gotten incredible value out of those guys and love having them in our program.
JJ, you said pregame, you mentioned that maintaining perspective with the messaging, with the group. What was the messaging after tonight?
Just that very, very proud of their fight and the way they started the game and the resiliency they showed to get back in the game. And there's I think the play that Jokic got the and one, I'll take some ownership of that, just because that was a short timeout, and I ran on the floor to check on DK, and then I ran back, and I didn't have time to really get us the right substitutions and matchups that I would have wanted. And that's not a knock on CK, but I just kind of put him in a tough spot, knowing that Jokic was going to go quick. So, and then last play, I just no comment on that one.
Short-handed leg.
You got to foul him for potential.
Yeah.
He's very smart on how to, create that contact.
You want an and one there, Byron?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Definitely did. But again, you're in Denver, so.
Yeah, 37-13 for Austin. Let's go inside the Laker locker room. He's the mic.
Austin, JJ said he told you guys he was proud of the efforts. How do you balance that, knowing how shorthanded you were, taking the three-point lead in the final minute, but then, Denver executing down the stretch and getting the win, kind of the pain of that versus the pride, I guess?
Yeah, you always want to win, and regardless of who you take the floor, with, we feel like we could, win, and, we went and put ourselves in a good position to do that. And, I missed a with probably 28 seconds left, and to go up two, they come down. They kind of went to what they went to the last 2-3 minutes, and Dalton got on the high side because we were fronting Jokic, and he kind of walked him up, held him into the screen, and Jamal got a wide open three and made it. Losing sucks, but I'm happy with what these guys in the locker room did tonight.
I know you're focused on the team and the result and everything, but you've shown now pretty consistently you can carry a much bigger load when needed. LeBron missed the game a couple weeks ago. Tonight, no LeBron or Luka. How just the confidence that you have in your own individual game, how has that grown over the years?
I think I've weirdly been confident for a long time. It's just being on the stage for the world to see. But I tell you all the time, I just try to play the game the right way. And when shots fall, it looks good. And when shots don't fall, everybody's ready to kill me. So, everybody in the locker room, did what they had to do to win. And unfortunately, we didn't get it done. But they made it easy for me out there, just putting me in the right positions.
Second night of a back-to-back, you guys have 3 starters back in there that are hurt. Another handful of rotation players here that weren't playing. Why was it important to you to play and compete? Like, what is it about competition that pulls you?
Basketball is just fun. I'd be lying to you if I said that at some point between, before the game and last night when everybody was, trying to figure out if they were playing or not, if for a second I was like, man, we got how many rotation guys? Bron, Jax, Rui, Doe, Gabe, Luka, it's a lot of guys out. And, they told me to go play, so I go play.
You mentioned last night that you guys spoke in the locker room. You helped provide the perspective of it was all good just a week ago. What perspective, I guess, you guys didn't win a game on the trip, but what perspective can you have for the trip and I guess what you guys can take away from it going back home?
We went 0-4, so it's a pretty bad trip. But like JJ said a week ago, everybody was like Lakers in 5, so we don't listen to any of it. We know when we're full, healthy, and got everybody on the team that we have a really good chance to beat anybody. So I just see this group, coming together, locking in on one common goal, and that's to win. And tonight, I think, is the biggest testament to that. Very shorthanded and went and played a really good basketball team with probably the best player in the world. And went toe to toe and had an opportunity to win it and just didn't execute the last 50 seconds. So I guess that's what you take positive.
Last question.
There's value in these opportunities for guys when people are out. What did you make of Dalton tonight and kind of the chance he got to kind of flex his offensive muscles the way that he's probably most comfortable?
Yeah, I told him in the huddle, I said, hey, if you want to shoot it, shoot it. I don't care if you shoot it 35 times. We're going to need every bucket you can get. So he's a hooper. He's someone that likes to compete, plays hard as not everybody's perfect. He makes mistakes and gets through them. And he's one of the better, I don't know if y'all would call him young shot makers I've seen. He has a high release that doesn't get blocked much, and he makes difficult shots. So shout out to him. But it wasn't just him. Shake tonight was unbelievable.